Thank you. How's everybody tonight? Great, exciting, rousing response there. I stand before you a changed man from the last time I stood before you. And it has nothing to do with weight or gray hair or any of those kinds of physical changes that you might recognize that probably have occurred. We have added to our family. We have adopted. I bet most of you aren't even aware of that fact. In fact, we saw this picture and fell in love with that. Okay? This is little Olivia, and we've had her now 6 weeks today. And I got to tell you, this remote's not working very well. Look at that. That's the day we brought her home. And there she is, relaxing on the veranda out back, sleeping in Jenny's puzzle box, asleep in the sink. For some reason, she likes to hang out in the sink. Come on, remote. There she is watching the bunny. There's a bunny there right in the middle of the screen. She's watching this bunny outside. I'll just put the remote down. There's my two girls there together. Jennifer's trying to get her to do the Lady and the Tramp spaghetti thing, and she's not having anything to do with it. Anyway, have you ever seen a face that cute? I know some of you are pet owners, but she's cuter than yours, okay? In fact, she's cuter than some of your kids, okay? I've seen your kids. I think she's cuter than some of your kids. I'm just being honest, being impartial. Now, we had a cat about 17 years ago, Melanie and I did, and I'd kind of forgotten what the experience of having a cat, and especially a kitten in your household, is. And it's, for those of you that don't have a cat, I'll inform you as to what it is. For those of you that do, you know it's play, 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 play. Sleep. Play, 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 play. Sleep. Play, play, play. Just rinse and repeat all day long. It's just the same thing over and over again. But she's so adorable when she does it that I got to pick her up every time I see her, every time I walk by. And it's the plague of everyone in the house. Inevitably, whenever you see someone throughout the day in the house, they're holding the cat. Now, again, for those of you that have cats, what's the cat doing? She's pushing away, and she's fussing, and she wants down. We're restricting her from doing the things she wants to do, which either play or sleep, because we're controlling her. Oftentimes, the other time a hand gets involved, it's when we're telling her, no, don't do that. Don't climb the shelves. Don't drink the water out of the vase. Don't do all those things that she's not supposed to be doing. Now, I've learned that she wants affection on her own terms and at her own times. In fact, being a girl, that's kind of a common thing, is it's not when necessarily you want it, it's okay now. And you're expected to be there for them whenever it occurs. Generally with Olivia, it's the wee hours of the morning. The other night, 2 o'clock in the morning, I am awakened by the windows in the house rattling. She's purring so loudly, standing right next to me. I figure, okay, what do you want? So she proceeds to crawl on my chest, and she does that kneading dough thing that cats do, and she's just pushing on my chest, and she's pushing on my stomach, and she's pushing on my arm. And this just goes on, and on, and on. And just as I think she's going to relax, she starts up again. Then she's done. So she lays down. Where does she lay down? She lays down right here and goes to sleep. So that when I move, I roll over, I wake her up, she's awake again. Time for attention. This happened at 2, at 3, at 4, and then again at 6:30. And at 6:30, it was like, okay, fine. Might as well get up now. I'm not going to get any more sleep. I figure everyone's in bed. We'll get up. We'll spend some nice, quiet time together. So we get up. I go out in the kitchen, and I feed her, and she eats. And she trots off to do her own little thing. Doesn't want to have anything to do with me because she got what she wanted. I'm up, I'm out of bed, she got her food. Now, it's irritating and actually kind of adorable at the same time. But I figure if I want to have a relationship with this cat, I've got to give her what she wants, right? If I just keep pushing her away and pushing her away and pushing her away, let me sleep, finally she's going to say, fine. I don't want a relationship with you. As much as she wants to be independent, it's all on her own time. It's all when she wants it. I was thinking about this. As a matter of fact, I was thinking about that this morning at 2 o'clock as she's giving me CPR on my chest. And I'm thinking, you know, this is kind of like our relationship, my relationship with God. My life is all about work, 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 sleep. Work, 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 sleep, and, you know, maybe occasionally play, 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 play. Sleep. It's the things that I want. We often, like Olivia, want a relationship with God on our terms. We want to do what we want until the night times of our lives, and that's when we need God. That's when we run to God. God, I need you, I need you, I need you, I need you. And then we reach morning, and what happens? We trot off to do our own little thing. We want to be independent. We don't want what sometimes can feel like that hand of restriction that God might have on us, keeping us from doing the things we want, telling us no. We want independence. But at the same time, we want a relationship, but we want it on our terms. But we're not animals. Relationships, real relationships, don't work that way. And what that made me think of is when Jesus said to Peter, or to Simon here, Simon Peter, when they had eaten breakfast, Jesus said to Simon Peter, Simon, son of Jonah, do you love me more than these? How would you answer that question if you're sitting down with Jesus and Jesus says that to you? Greg mentioned a couple of weeks ago something that really struck me. He was talking about Judas, and he said, what's your price? For Judas, you know, it was the 30 pieces of silver. It was money. That was his thing that he loved more. You know, you can go through the Bible and you can look at characters. You can look at Solomon and his wives. That's what he loved more. What is it? What is it that you love more than Jesus? Because the Bible's pretty clear, I think. You either love Jesus or what? Or you don't. The whole two-master thing, the whole on my own terms thing, does that work? Do we like it when people in our lives have a relationship with us like that on those kind of terms? You got the friend that only calls when they need you, when they need something? Is that our relationship with God? Only when we need Him do we love everything else in our lives. The blessings, the joys that He's given us. Do we love them more than Him? It's a struggle for me, and I think I would say it's probably a struggle for a lot of you. That's what's on my mind tonight. That's what's been on my mind especially the last couple of weeks as we're trying to get a routine worked out with this cat, as we're trying to figure out how this relationship is going to work and on whose terms it's going to be on. So far, it's not on my terms, but that's okay right now. And I think that's okay with God at times. We don't start off mature We grow into the relationship, but we got to reach a point to where we grow. We got to reach a point to where we're loving Jesus more than everything else in our lives. So think about these things tonight. Think about how you approach life every day. How much time you spend with God, because don't we judge how much somebody loves us by how much time they spend with us? By if they're there for us? When we need them, not when they need us? If there's anything you need tonight, if there's anything we can do for you, we invite you to come forward as we stand and sing.